Hello again, 640 by 480 at 72 hertz here with killing time for the Apple Macintosh. That's right, there's an actual Macintosh right here. It's my PowerBook G4. We had the the Mac Mini G4, my personal Mac Mini G4. It was having some issues, but we got it working on the PowerBook. I'm sorry it took a bit, but this is a FPS, well, it's a collectathon disguised as an FPS, you'll see what I mean. It was originally released for the 3DO, it was later released for the Windows and for the Macintosh, and this is running on OS X. There was a patch for that. Anyway, I need to make a clarification for what good ending means. Now, fun fact, you don't actually have to have the CD for the game in the Mac to play the game. All you need is the data file and the executable. So we're not actually going to be seeing any of the cutscenes nor the ending, but I will tell you this, it's basically we need to kill the boss. That's how good ending is determined, but we won't see them for about half an hour. Anyway, we're a little bit behind because of things, so let's get right into the run. You're in for a treat. So anyway, we are going to start this run in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, now you may notice that my camera is pointed down at my hand. So this game, well, this run is primarily mouse-based. Oh boy. And I'm going to be continually moving the mouse more or less for the next half hour. I like to nickname this game Killing My Hands in Due Time because, yeah, this run is absolutely brutal. And during practice this week, I managed to world record 4 different times. Unfortunately, none of them were recorded. Maybe we'll get it tonight. Maybe me saying that's kind of ruining the potential for that. But you know what? There's still the potential for it. So just have good hopes in your spirits and whatnot, and maybe we'll get it. Yes. But I need to actually explain the plot to the game, don't I? So you are a former archaeological student. You're on an island off the coast of Maine, Maternicus Island. And there's this socialite named Tess Conway. She was having a party. She's very fascinated with Egyptian water clocks. And one day, there were 7 water clocks on the island, and everyone vanished. And poor Tess, she's in pieces, literally. So you have to find her across the island along with the keys to the various sections of the island. And then you can defeat the big bad. I wonder who the big bad is. I'll keep you guessing. But anyway, we're going to be strafing here. I'm using the W and D keys to lock in movement. We have a fun jump coming up. Hopefully I was going to get it first try, but nope. Enjoy the screaming in the meantime. Oh, almost got it. Oh, come on. See, the problem is you got to move before you jump, and it's actually really easy. Okay, that's good enough.
First try.
All right. So you may saw there were hornets there. Us doing that jump is actually to avoid getting caught with the hornets because they can actually drain our health rather quick. They're not the most annoying enemy in the game, if you could believe that. Their special friend, the beetle, is the worst enemy in this game. And you'll see why. We won't see them for about 15, 20 minutes. But in the meantime, we need to get the first of the vessels. Now, the vessels do have power-ups to them. One in particular gives me 200 health. I'm going to try not to use that. It is basically a, in case of emergency, break glass power-up. Now we got to not turn the sound off and then jump back to the other side here. And we're going to have to backtrack to a mansion that you may have saw a little bit earlier. And as soon as I can get past this level transition here, you can read off a donation because, yeah, there's a lot of backtracking in this game, but with the mouse movement, it doesn't take too long. All right, you good for a donation.
Awesome. We've got $25 from Cetra Blue saying, gotta get that Virtual Boy Wario Land to 100%. Just recently played it over Christmas break, and it's legitimately one of the best Wario Land games. Can't wait to see Swordsman Kirby blast through it. Folks, we are just over $500 away from meeting that incentive. Chat, viewers, I know that we can do it. Let's get that incentive. Let's go.
All right, so we're back at the manor. So I had to pick up an RSVP earlier. You may have saw me do that, and that lets us into here. So we got the first vessel just because it was around that area anyway. And now we have to hit 4 fun switches while dealing with the maids here. Now, the ones dressed in white are just going to run up to me and start trying to clobber me. But the ones in black, they won't attack me unless I am directly shooting in their line of sight. So we're going to try to avoid that as much as we can. Hopefully, we'll get into an instance where they'll start infighting with these cockroaches here. These are very annoying, and they throw I don't know what it is, but they throw it at me, and it kind of deals a decent bit of damage, and they can quickly drain my health down if they all decide to gang up on me at the same time. All right, so we're hitting in the second one. I am going to make a safety save here. Now, I should talk about the health pickups. Oh, you're going to love it. They're orbs. And there are there's three main types. There is the blue one, which gives me health, random amount. The red one, which drains my health. Isn't that fun? And a yellow one, which we're actually going to try to get at the moment. I'm making a safety save here. Probably the worst idea, but we'll see if that is correct or not. Okay, got the health. I have to hit these switches dead on, by the way. Fun fact. And... oh yeah, the values that it gives and takes away are random, except for the yellow one. That is always going to be 50 health. There is an urn a little bit later on that I can pick up that will give me 200 health, but that's about halfway through the run. I am at 3 health. Let us save. All right, so... whoop. Okay, I seem to have jumped off the area. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, now I'm gonna go get another key, and if you want to read off a donation while I do this.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got $25 from Taxodium that says, "Hey teams, greeting from the audience. Good luck on the run and kill that hand. I mean time. World record?
Maybe.
Maybe.
So you may have also noticed something with the health at the bottom. I still don't understand how it works, but sometimes when you exit an area with a certain amount of health and you go into another area and you leave that area with a different health, but you arrive back into the area you came in, this may sound a bit confusing, but you revert back to the health you were at. So if I'm, say, at, I don't know, 3 health leaving an area, I'm going to be at 3 health going back into the area, whether I want to or not. So no pressure. No pressure at all. All right, so I'm going to have to get rid of these maids. Unfortunately, they're in the way. But that leads us to the wine cellar. And we get to do a neat little jump right here. We're going to hit this to make it a little bit easier. And got it. Okay, nice. Good. So now we're going to go into the maze. And the maze is quite simple. It's 2, 1, and 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Up here. And then do 2. And this lets us get to the Ankh, which is basically this game's equivalency of the BFG. There are only 2 that we're actually going to pick up during the whole run. We're going to use one of them in the pit, and the other one is near the end of the run. Now, there's this cave system that's a little bit easy to get lost in. Trust me, I got lost during practice. But we got through it relatively unscathed. And now we're going to get into the sewer. Now, I'm going to be hopping up and down a lot, which may constitute as flashing. I have no idea, but it may cause headaches for some people. So just a bit of a heads up. Also, this is going to get very rambunctious with the audio. There's going to be a lot of sounds going on. And if you have auditory processing issues like I do, oh, you're in for fun. So let's see if we can get through this without causing either of those to a significant degree. Oh, come on. Okay, got mixed up for just a bit. I trust you, trust me, we only have one more specific section with this left to do. We got out of sequence break we gotta do in a little bit. But first we gotta get out of here, and we gotta go even lower into the sewer.
Ooh.
All right. Now, okay, good. I'm gonna get my flamethrower out. Now I need to try to minimize the use of the flamethrower in the run because I actually used the flamethrower to quick kill the final boss. Whoop, got some health loss, that's fine. At 57, it's not the worst thing ever. All right, now we're gonna head over to this little alcove island thing, whatever it's called. I don't know the proper term for it. And we're gonna do the sequence break. Now, the first time I ever ran this game in a marathon, I spent 20 minutes unironically trying to get this because I was new to the game, obviously. And I was also playing it on a iMac G5 that was like 20 feet above me. But let's see if we can get this. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm crossing a trigger that lowers it down. And by getting it like that, we save about 20 minutes. So pretty good. All right, so now we're gonna head downstairs, and we gotta deal with the bones. Don't rattle the bones, though. Oh, come on. Come on. Good. Trying to squeeze through them. Sometimes the hitboxes are a little bit smaller than the model or the sprite that they're on, which means that we can just swoosh right in. All right, there we go. Good. All right, so we're through that. Now we're gonna head back through the sewer. And before we actually get into the core sewer part, if you wanna read off a quick donation.
I think that would be great. So we have got $25 from Big Sis 25 that said had to donate to the Virtual Boy Wario Land run. Everyone is doing an amazing job. Keep up the amazing work. Everyone, we are so close to that 100% run, but we only have until the end of this run to go and meet it. We have to squeeze this in. I know we can do it, chat. I know we can do it.
All right, and we actually have enough time for another donation because I had to backtrack through the cave system.
Backtracking happens for sure. So we've got $50 from a Neueber that says, I have no idea what's happening on screen. And I love it. This game is killing time fast, and this runner is doing things that should not be allowed on normal timelines. Thankfully, it's GDQ, and normal timelines aren't something we need to adhere to. We gotta go fast, fast, fast. Much love. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. That ekes us so closer, less than $250 away from Hondo.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention with the mouse movement in this game, just like Skynet, it's theoretically uncapped. And what do I mean by theoretically uncapped? It's basically limited by how fast and far you can move the mouse. So technically, if you had like a task of this game, you could probably finish it in like 5 minutes with like ludicrous speed.
And speaking of mouse movement, we have a $5 donation from O-Circle saying, haven't seen mouse movement like this since Terminator and Strife. Best of luck with Janky Mess, less than 3.
All right, so we're out of the sewer. Now we do need to go over here in the kitchen. Now we used to do this first before we did the wine cellar. But then I realized it's kind of silly because you're basically, you know, elbow to thumb. So we actually do the second now. And now we get to go to my favorite section, which is the pit. This is the pit. Echo. Anyway, the pit. So we're just going to head over here. Now, the reason I picked up the Ankh earlier was actually for this particular section. I'm going to use the flamethrower right here, and I'm going to make a safety save because at some point, I'm fearing the game might crash, but that's fine if it does because we can quickly get back into it if it does. That's why I'm making sure to save often. All right. This did happen during practice. That is the main reason I'm pointing that out. All right, so we're gonna head over to here. We've crossed the pit. We have escaped the pit. Now we're gonna head into the library, but we gotta get into the library and we gotta fight the clowns before we can do that. The clowns on the 3DO version, I think, are more disturbing because they like zoom in and their hands get all big and whatnot. Ooh. All right, now I'm gonna try to use the Molotov cocktail. And I should also point out, with you may see the game stutter like that for a bit. I need to stress, this game is running off of a mechanical hard drive. I could have put it on a RAM disk, but I didn't have enough time to get that set up for the thing. But that's fine. As long as we can finish the run, that's the most important thing. All right, so we're gonna try to hit that switch. I'll deal with the clown now. I just want to get that switch open. Now, I did want to share something related to cocktails, the Molotov cocktails. The sprites actually can jut into the walls, and you can damage enemies within the other side of the wall. And normally, we would actually throw a bunch of cocktails here and kill all the enemies, but I want to play a little bit risky today. And it looks like it paid off.
Nice.
All right. So now we're gonna head into the library, and we're just gonna hit a bunch of switches, and hopefully that didn't soft lock us. Okay, it didn't. Good. All right, so now we're in the library, and there's two specific areas we want to go to. The first one is over here. We're gonna pick up a key, and then we're gonna go pick up a vessel. And then after that, we get to go to the hedge maze, which is a rather quick section. A good, definitely a good area for donation reading, but let's deal with this section first.
Okay.
So we're gonna carefully strafe through. I have to be a little bit careful on my shotgun ammo because I'm gonna have to inevitably rely on the Tommy gun ammo. I wanna try to avoid the brutes here because, well, their hitbox is actually huge, probably as huge as a football field. And it makes getting by them rather troublesome. Okay. So now we're going to try to... Am I getting rollover and ghosting on this? That's actually fascinating. I think that's just a Mac thing, to be honest.
Maybe, but something that we don't need to try to anymore. We made that 100% upgrade for Virtual Boy Wario Land!
Heck yeah. I was actually hoping that got met.
Yeah, I'm super excited, and you are doing awesome, tbcr.
All right, so we got the vessel and the key, so now we can leave. We will come back here later. During the finale of the game, we will come back over here, just not now. So we're going to escape the pit and the library by taking this pathway here. We will come back through this a little bit later, through this way right here, a little bit of a shortcut. But we're gonna head to the hedge maze. We're gonna look at all the plants and the flowers. All right, so this has a fairly simple layout. We're gonna go left 2, middle 2, never right. And then the last 3 are going to be all left. All right, that's how we know that we're going the right way. So now we're gonna go left, and now we're gonna slalom through these bushes here. Okay, good. Okay, good. Now we gotta slalom through these. Come on. Ooh, good, thank you. Readjusting, middle. Oh, come on. Thank you. There's the last key that we have to pick up. We do not have to pick up any more keys for the rest of the run. And now we just gotta finish this part right here. I can't help you, I can't help myself at the moment. All right, here we go.
Help me.
So now we're gonna break the illusion. Oh no, it's a hub map. I can't believe it. That's fine. So yeah, this is a collectathon with a hub-based system, if you haven't figured that out yet. I think it's really neat for a game like that. Even the 3DO version was like that as well. I wanna buy the 3DO version at some point. I find the 3DO version very fascinating, and also it has ducks, and ducks are pretty cool.
Ducks are good ducks.
So we're heading back over here towards the direction of the lighthouse that we were at earlier. We have one more vessel that we have to pick up over here, and then we're never gonna come to this side of the island ever again for the rest of the run. We get to go to the fun part of the island.
Ooh.
You'll see what I mean. It's absolutely grueling, and in some instances it can be incredibly infuriating, but I don't know. I seem to be attracted to games like this, if you haven't noticed. All right, so let's get through here. Just gonna slide through carefully. Good. I have gotten lost in this cave. In fact, last week during practice, I actually got lost in it. All right, oh, careful. Oh, gotta go a little bit further. There we go. I forget this one, you have to go 2 segments in instead of just the one. All right, there we go. So now we're going to go grab a vessel behind a secret passageway. Ooh, the mystery thickens.
Passage.
All right, and we're just gonna go for it. I'm not gonna bother fighting these enemies. And I'm not gonna bother fighting that ghost. We're just gonna go for it. And while we're making our daring escape, I'm gonna try to stun lock some of the demon dogs here, and you can go ahead with another, like maybe 2 or 3 donations.
Yeah, we got a $20 donation from Rasima. Says, let's see what my video game Mad Lib says. It says, this game is about an Egyptologist that takes place in a mansion filled with zombies, chefs, and clowns. You must fight cockroaches, skulls, and Anubis. To win, you must destroy the water clock in this game designed for the 3DO. Nah, that's too random to be real. Got time for one more?
Yeah, I did want to mention regarding the Anubis heads, I believe they have absolutely no stun lock to them, which means they're probably one of the hardest enemies in the game to like squeeze by. But you can do another donation right now if you want.
Yeah, we got $10 from Beanie Feenie supporting Doctors Without Borders that just says, killing time? More like killing bugs. Thank you so much for your donation, Beanie Feenie.
All right, so we're taking a little bit of a detour here to pick up one vessel, just the one. There it is. And we're gonna get some more ammo and a little bit more health. There was a 50 health right there, but it also has a bunch of hornets near it, and no, I ain't doing that. All right, oh, speaking of hornets, hi! Okay, so we avoided the hornet. Okay, maybe we didn't. Okay, so we avoided the hornets. Okay, maybe a little close for comfort. Okay, we made it past, for real this time.
We avoided the hornets.
Okay, maybe we actually didn't. Okay, so there's a lot of bugs in this section. We hopefully are not gonna have too much of a bad time with them. I hope I'm not dooming myself by saying that, but we'll see how that is in about 5 minutes.
We're having a good time, having a good time.
All right, so we're heading into the mausoleum here, and we're going to go into the crypt. There is that urn power-up. I just went by it just then, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. We're going to go down this passageway, pick up this urn or the vessel that's in the tomb. What's the word? Coffin. That's the word. It's 7 a.m. I'm tired. I'm sorry. All right, so we picked up the health, and I'm getting clobbered by ghosts. I don't know how that's possible, but you know, sky's the limit at this point. All right, so we're gonna head through here, and we're gonna head back up the stairs, and then we get to go to the bug room. Isn't that fun?
More bugs!
More bugs! And oh boy, is there gonna be so much noise going on. I'm not joking, I almost got a headache during practice during this room. I'm so sorry. You'll see what I mean in just a bit. Okay. The silence then broken up by the dogs barking.
I was going to say, can I break the silence with just a really quick announcement?
Yes.
So, just as a reminder, we did get that hundo% for Wario Land, but we have another open incentive for Little Samson to upgrade to the normal difficulty. We're over $1,000 out of that 3,000 goal, and chat, I know that we can do it. Let's absolutely smash these incentives open. Or close. You close incentives. You close them. Yeah. Yeah.
So normally in this section, I would actually fight these tadpole enemies, but ingenuity struck during practice, and I realized you can just take the Molotovs here, and since this is a 2.5D game and there's infinite height for enemies, you can just do this. Why did I not think of that sooner? All right, so we're gonna save and carefully hop across, and then carefully try to do that, which we didn't fail on that, thank goodness. We're gonna get that yellow health, and now we get to do my least favorite part of this entire run. You will very clearly see why I do not like this coming up section. Just gonna outright say that. I just don't like this particular section because it's very claustrophobic and there's the bugs. Oh, thank you. Speaking of the bugs, I got caught up by one. Also, the beetles can fly and latch onto you, and if you try to run away from them, they can just latch onto you while you're moving and still deduct your health. Isn't that just fun?
You know, there are some people like from my high school that do that, so I totally can relate.
Okay, now luckily, it looks like we're not getting the worst luck. I mean, we're getting a little bit of bad luck, but not the worst luck. It could actually be far worse. Far, far worse. So I'm gonna take that blessing as much as I can. Okay, I say that and then I look at my health and it's at 10. Okay, so we're gonna use the Safety. Okay, so we're gonna go, we need to go to River of Life. Good, now we're at the 200. Was trying not to use that, but we had to. Didn't have a choice. I don't think we're gonna get a blue power-up, blue health thing anytime soon. Nope. Nope. Okay. Now we can't cut back across a little bit faster by going here. So that avoids having to run around that little lake. And we're going to, come on, carefully strafe across. Oop, come on. And then hopefully we can get back into here. Now, since we're past that section, if you want to read some donations until we get back to the manor, because we're nearing the finale now.
Yeah, it's wild how fast you've been going through this. Good job, tbcr. And we have lots of love and support, like this $10 donation from an anonymous donor supporting MSF that says, tbcr is doing things to this game that transcend the normal laws of time and space. And gosh dang it, I love it. We don't need time or space. We just need fast. Good job, tbcr, and thank you so much for that donation.
All right, so I'm making a safety save here because if it was anything like my runs on the iMac G5 that I originally did this on, the game would like to crash a lot at that section. Maybe it's just because I was running it on a G5. I don't know. So true. Anyway, we're going to do that again. And I'm going to take the flamethrower. I know I said I was trying not to use it a lot, but I need the health, so... Oh, not that door. This door. Come on. I bet it's going to give me a red orb. Watch. Oh, no, blue orb. Okay. So we're going to try to quickly strafe around in a circle so we can hit this, and then strafe back around, and then go too far, apparently. No, we didn't go too far. It's right here. So there's the final vessel. Now, what are we going to do with the vessels, Teebs? Well, that's a very good question. But before we do that, we're going to actually pick up some ammo because, again, we're nearing the finale to the game. So I mentioned some water clocks earlier, right? Well, after I put all these vessels into this little thing, what we're going to do is start a playthrough of Marathon Durant. Oh, I'm kidding. We're going to destroy the water clocks in a specific order. Now, there are 7 of them. We have to do 6 specifically before we can get the 7th one. The 7th one will not be destroyed in any way, shape, or form if we do not get the other 6 first. We start with this area that we've never gone to at all during the run so far. That's the first 2. Oh, come on. Okay. And we're going to try to avoid the skulls as much as we can. And we're also going to try to avoid Duncan, which is the mummy that you've been seeing. He likes to attack with a hit scan attack that deals between, I believe, 5 to 40 damage. And yes, I did lose a run to Duncan once. Okay, come on, down the stairs. Thank you. And now we're going to carefully move our way up here. I am not looking at the projector screen in front of me because I do not want to jinx my time. But it looks like we're doing pretty good. Once we get out of this tower specifically and are heading back down the stairs to leave this area, if you want to read a donation off while we're heading to the next one, because we got to go to the kitchen, so that'll be just a little bit of time.
Yeah, so we've got $25 from Akira Katayama that says, it's a beautiful Tuesday and nothing like killing time, watching a runner kill time with a wild, logic-defying run. Thank you so much for that donation, Akira. Thank you so much. And we also have a $5 donation from Lily's Dark Materials that says, thanks for the background noise while I'm in the office. I'm sure everyone in the office is also entranced by this amazing run of Killing Time by TBCR. You are doing awesome.
I want to point out, and no one react to this just so I don't know how the time is at the moment. So the current world record that's actually recorded is 30 minutes 12. Hopefully, if I played my cards right, we might get that. I don't know. I'm not looking at the time above. Don't spoil it for me. That will actually hamper if it is the case. But we're done with at least half of the things at the moment. I say that because of all the runs I did today, the lowest time was, I think, a 26-ish run. Most of them were 27s, but I did get a 26, so that's why I'm a little bit worried. Okay, so now we're gonna head out here. We're gonna go back into the pit. No, we're not. We're gonna go this way. So now we're gonna carefully, I said carefully, okay, good. Make our way through here. I don't even know what to call this. I think it's like the barracks, maybe, I don't know.
The barracks.
And we're gonna skip that one. We'll get that one on the way back, but we're gonna go back to the one that the key was at in this area. And that has at least 2 of them in there. Duncan, I swear, come on. Whoa, did you do that, Duncan? I can't believe you got one of your own teammates right there. That's the, what is it, team deathmatch?
That's harsh, yeah.
Yeah, that's very harsh. I can't believe Duncan would do that. Oh, there's one red skull. Okay, so we're gonna get the other Ankh. We're not gonna use it just yet. We're gonna use it in the tower that the Ankh was located in, but we're not gonna use it just yet. Next floor. All right, now I think this is the easier of the 2. I'm trying to remember. Oh, come on, Skull. Okay, bye, Duncan. Good. Okay, this is the easier one. So yeah, the Anubis heads don't have a stun lock, so you have to basically just shoot them and then hope you can get by them, because they can attack even while you're shooting them. Okay, careful. Okay, I can make it through there now. I just saw my health. I'm going to make a safety save. Now, this next floor should hopefully give me a little bit of health. Just a little bit. And the game's going to freeze for a second. Yep, there we go. Got a little bit of health.
Nice.
And I'm going to carefully get the shotgun here. There was no blue health there. Good. Uh-oh. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
You got this.
Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get more health here. I don't know. Nope. That's just how it works. Okay, good. Oh, that was close. Okay, careful. Okay, good. Now we're gonna leave the library, head back to the entrance. I'm gonna make a safety save just because we're at 13 health. This is really, I'm like, my heart's literally pounding right now.
Me too.
Ooh. Oh, come on. Okay, good. And then hopefully that brute doesn't get us. Okay, good. Heading into here. Going up the stairs. Oh, come on. Fighting with the polygons. Good, good, good. Oh, careful. Oh, okay, good. That was close. Gonna head down to the right here. This one is really easy to get, though. I do have to avoid these two here. Hopefully this gives us a little bit of health. Come on. Nope. Okay, I guess we're into the fun zone. All right, here we go. Oh, Duncan, don't you dare do that. This is not the time to be doing that. All right, so we are going to be doing the final fight at 10 health. I just want to make sure everyone is aware of that, because I believe the first floor of the tower is going to set the health for the final fight. Luckily, we can potentially get a health pickup. Oh, come on, game. What are you doing? That's fine. We can still get back to where we need to go. Okay, good. And now we're going to head up the stairs. Head back into the attic. We're going to get the flamethrower out. I have just enough health that we can pull this off. And I'm going to make a safety save right before we enter this room. Because, again, the good ending is defeating the final boss. And we got lucky with that. Okay, get ready for time. When it starts to fade out, that's when we got to do it. All right, come on. Come on. Also, that's Tess, by the way. Time.
Woo!
Oh, what was it? 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 Oh, it's just close.
Still an amazing run, TBCR. Audience, let's hear it. You had a lot of love, and I wanted to edge in with some stuff here, but like, that was amazing, TBCR. What would you like to share?
I might need to lay down after that.
I know. Oh, man. I'm right there with you.
I got to get ready for the Cusa Grande tournament later. Oh. Anyway, yeah, that's Killing Time. And as far as I'm aware, the first Macintosh run that's been at the event. I think there was an Apple II run at a prior event. But yeah, pretty neat that we were able to get the thing figured out so I could present this very quirky little game for you. But yeah, on that note, my name is tbcr. I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon. You know, world keeps spinning wherever you are. And to the people who actually showed up to watch the run in person, thank you. I hope that was a fun experience. If you want, if you're still here later in the week and you want to actually try the game for yourself, please let me know. Because I have the power book with me, so just let me know. Anyway, for the people watching at home, I hope you have a good evening. Yeah, and I'll see you next time. Woo!